Hey guys, welcome to our new podcast, Overtime with ODEI. We're so excited to be here. I
Yeah.
have like a cute couple of ODEI ambassador with me. Um, I
Stop,
think I should
stop.
really, I think I
We're
should
not
cut it
done, but like
off.
keep going though.
I think I should start over, y'all. Like,
That was good.
was it good? All right, we could keep it then. But I got a few ODEI ambassadors with me, and we decided to do a little podcast because I don't know, it's just trying to bring ODEI to like your home in some way because this virtual space has taught us like we can be creative while we're home. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Like let's just introduce ourselves because I feel like people are like watching us and like, who the hell is this?
Deborah said, "Yeah,
Um
I'll join y'all next week. Have a good podcast."
who Deborah?
You're ugly,
Girl.
Deborah.
Deborah's like messy. She's messy.
Yep.
So let's talk about like the podcast though, like give some background. So like every week we're gonna be meeting here in this Zoom room to talk about different topics. And then it's not really gonna be structured. This is not gonna be structured at all. It's not scripted or nothing. It's just a conversation between students and what Penn State students are thinking during this like different time, like during COVID and like this pause. So yeah, so I hope you guys can like join in and watch us just talk about things and stuff. And have this cute Kiki with us or whatever.
Kiki.
All right, let's introduce ourselves. So I think I'll go first. My name is Oscar and I am a senior and my major is English. All right, who wanna go next?
My name's Sarah. I'm a sophomore and my major is psychology.
I'm Mildred. I'm a sophomore, and my major is psych too.
Not just
Hey.
copy me. You're so bad.
I'm Maleeha. I'm a first year student and I'm currently undecided.
Hey.
One of y'all have to, y'all know, because the echo. Yeah.
Because they both in the
Here's the
office,
opposite.
y'all. They in the office. It's in the day office.
Miss Anissa, if you're watching this, come in your office.
Mm. All right. So Mildred wanted to do a little icebreaker type of thing. So I'm gonna let her do her thing. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna go around. So I'm gonna start with Oscar. So do you put your cereal first or your milk first?
So listen, I put my cereal first. And honestly, no, hold up.
All right.
I warm up my milk because I warm up my milk. Don't be coming at me. I warm up my milk in the microwave for a minute and a half because my microwave is a little crunk. So I warm up my milk for a minute and a half, and then while it's warming up, I pour my cereal into the bowl.
But why do you
That is
need
so
your milk
elaborate.
to be warm? Is the question.
Because I like my cereal warm, like I like it a little soggy, but not like too soggy. You know
Soggy
what I'm
too.
saying? Like,
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
who likes soggy cereal?
No, honestly, it's not really the soggy cereal. Like soggy cereal is nasty, I'm not gonna lie. But it's
Wait,
just
what?
like it's just the milk. Like I don't know, like I feel like the
Yeah,
warmness of the
the
milk.
sugar starts coming off of the cereal and the milk gets like really sweet.
Yeah, so I like the sweetness of the milk because when I was a baby, I think no, when I was
I
like
was
really
thinking
young.
that. I was thinking
Okay, low
about.
No, yeah, because
connection.
when I was really young, they used to give me like, milk in a bottle, but they used to like add sugar to the milk so I'll drink
What
it.
else were they gonna give you milk in?
Right. I mean, like not in a cup because I was like a little ass kid. I was like 4. So they used to put sugar in it and sometimes honey to make the milk sweet. And I'll drink it. And so like I don't know, I think I got used to it. So I warm up my milk so like the milk can be sweet. I like my milk sweet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I would say the same cereal first.
Cereal
Yeah.
first.
If you put milk first, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I used to put milk first. I thought it didn't matter.
Wait, you put milk first?
I used to.
Oh, you used
Like,
to?
I don't think it really matters to me. Like,
Cereal first and then milk, it just makes everything.
Isn't it messy? Like once you pour like the cereal in though, like it just starts splashing
Oh,
around.
mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What
Just
about you, Maleeha? How do you serve your cereal and milk?
so I put my cereal in first and then my
Mm.
cold milk.
Stop
And
playing with me.
honestly, I think you're a psychopath if you put milk first. It's just so weird.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. I don't know, can't relate with the milk first. Mildred, you're canceled.
no. It can work. It can work.
Mm. Mm-mm.
It can work.
What's
Okay, so
next?
um,
Wait, how many this or that stuff do you have?
we can do another small one.
She definitely
Yeah.
didn't have another one prepared.
So
Wow.
okay, this is gonna just it's gonna be easy, but okay, apple or oranges?
Orange.
I'll say orange.
Yeah, I'll say oranges too.
Yeah, because
Apples are just so bland.
yeah, I don't know. It's something about apples. They get stuck in my teeth. Like the
I like
orange.
apple slices, the one that like the naked ones without skin that they give you at McDonald's in the Happy Meal.
No, I don't like those. They taste nasty.
Yeah, they're too
So
tangy.
good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like old like tasting apples. Like it has to
Old.
be a good apple. Like
Old
it has to
tasting.
be, yeah, it has to be a good apple. Like no, like
Hold
you know
on,
what
y'all,
I
I have a
mean?
question. Who went to public school?
I did. No,
I
wait.
did.
Yeah, I think no, I didn't go to public school.
Okay, do y'all, if you remember, please, they used to give us these muffins and it was in a green wrapper and it was
Yeah,
like,
corn
blue-
muffin.
Corn muffin, yeah.
no, it wasn't corn muffins.
Or
It
was it
was,
blueberry? It was blueberry,
Blueberry
banana,
muffin?
or corn.
Chocolate chip
yes, yes, yes,
muffin.
yes, but it was in a like a green
Yeah,
wrapper. It
green.
had like the
Yeah.
grandpa face on it. What are those muffins called?
Yeah, because they used to be bomb.
It used to be so
No,
good.
let me tell you, I used to mess heavy with the corn muffins. Yo, I used to
Yeah,
eat like
same.
even in
Banana?
elementary school and like middle school, I used to eat like 5 of them, and then I would get a stomach ache and go to the nurse office. My mama had to pick me up like all the time.
Or
I'll
them
be
donuts.
telling
Y'all remember them
people,
donuts? It was like,
That's about fancy school you went to, but I was not getting
Yeah,
donuts.
I didn't get no
no,
donuts.
it
yeah,
was
me
like
neither.
it was like a single donut and it was like
It was
shiny.
brown. No, it was
You mean
brown.
Yes,
those
It was
tasteless
brown.
donuts? I think I got
It
those.
was
yes.
like
It was
plain.
like old fashioned, but it was shiny. It had like grease on it or something.
They tasted like cardboard or
It
something.
was
I didn't
good.
like the
Hard.
donuts.
You liked it, Mildred?
I love those donuts.
No, I messed heavy with the
Oh my
chocolate
god.
milk. The chocolate milk, yeah, the chocolate milk was different.
I can't believe I used to drink milk at lunch. Like milk with every meal.
No, milk was that yo.
That's
That
crazy.
corn muffin with the milk though.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Let's talk about it.
I've been looking for that. What is
Hmm.
it? Okay, okay, last one, last one. Let's see, let's see, let's see.
Okay, but today though.
Okay, okay, okay.
You see how unscripted this is? Like she still didn't get the this or that stuff out. Like
Day or
she's still
night?
looking for it. Hmm.
Day or night?
Oh, day or night. I like nighttime. I can go to the club.
Night. I like night.
I have no motivation during the day. I'm like popping out
Right.
at like 1 a.m. though.
I don't know. There's something about staying up late too. Like, you know what
I
I'm
think it
saying?
depends.
Especially if you're hanging out with friends, like
I feel like the day be going too fast.
that just
Yeah.
like that's a whole
Yeah.
different.
The day be going by too fast, and nighttime just be going slow and like steady. Like you just be in your
That's
bed watching
true.
TikToks. Yeah, that's me.
But on campus,
Um,
I was definitely a day person because when I went home,
I
it was
hate having
night.
classes in the night. Yeah, I can't do that.
Like I was just sleeping. So like on
I mean,
campus.
that's a good segue to our conversation today.
Speaking of I said canvas.
Not canvas.
So all of us have been working together for almost a year. Oscar and Mildred a little bit longer, I think, but definitely wasn't how we're working. Like last semester, vibes were kind of off. Wasn't like how it was this semester. Let's do like first impressions.
About what? About us? Like meeting each other?
Like what we thought about each other. I know. I didn't
And
really.
Maleeha's new. Like Maleeha
Oh,
started working this semester, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, my
First.
first impression, honestly, is different because I met Mildred. So for me, it's different though because I met Mildred like
Right.
in person, like my first semester working for ODEI, which was my junior year, and I met Sarah last semester like through the screen.
I met him in
And
person like 2 weeks ago.
right, she just met me for the first time like in person. But Maleeha, have we seen each other in person?
No.
No, no, we haven't seen each other in person. So you see, I know them virtually. I don't. But my first impression, I'm a very positive person. I can like have a kiki with anybody, like, and I'll just like be cool with anybody. So, first impression of Sarah and Maleeha is just like, okay, new people in the office. Let's get lit. Okay, we about to get this done. But I knew Mildred. I used to call Mildred Megan.
Oh my gosh, I really forgot about that.
Yeah, I used to call Mildred
Megan?
Megan. I was like,
Or you just thought she was a Megan?
because I'm bad with names, y'all. I'm really bad with names. And so like Mildred used to come in the office and I used to be like, what's her name? Is it Megan, Melissa, or something? Like, and she never corrected me. So I was just like, I'm just gonna call you
She used to
Megan.
call me Megan every day.
Yeah. I used to call her Megan. I'd be like, hey Megan.
What
So
about her
But
personality though?
when I saw Oscar, it was in like the cafeteria. You know, the
right.
cafeteria at
Yeah.
Common Break. No, I think it was in the morning actually. But Oscar used to be at this table and he used to just sit there and be like, what's the tea, y'all? Talk about book, like, all right, y'all, I got 1,500 assignments. I'll be back. But then I
No,
really
for
met
real.
him in Odette. I don't really remember like our first conversation, but
No, I don't either.
yeah, that was the first impression. Sarah, like when I thought of Sarah in the beginning, it was attached to Nihal and Victoria, if you know what I mean, because y'all all came
Because they're
together.
both Indian.
Mhm.
So in my head, I'm thinking
Very
like,
O'Day of you. Not just a racist employee at O'Day.
Girl.
wait, who else?
Who?
What'd you say?
Wait, what?
Okay, never mind. She said now there's a race employee.
At O'Day, yeah.
Okay.
You said when you thought of me, you just attached me to Nihal.
Yes, and Victoria, because y'all all came together like on the first, like, you know, y'all first semester together. So I was like, okay, that's them.
That's
And I
them.
don't know why I thought you and Victoria knew each other. So like, I don't know what I thought. I was just like, okay, the new people. Sarah definitely gave me, I'm gonna do my work, and if you don't do it, yeah, it's like Sarah don't give you that vibe. Like she gives me, I'm gonna do the assignment.
What?
She does not give me that vibe.
No, she don't
When
give
y'all
me that.
first seen Sarah, she didn't give y'all that vibe. She definitely don't give it to me now. But
Wait, what do you mean? Like I'm
like,
gonna take over the assignment?
no, she seems like the good one. The
Oh, I'm gonna do the work.
She about to do the work, like she's responsible.
Yes.
I mean, I do the work. I don't want anyone to feel like they're the only ones doing the work.
No, like you're gonna do all the work.
Oh, I mean, that's what I asked. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that.
But that's what you gave me before.
But I never worked with Sarah before like this semester in the office, and then we also part of the social media team now. So I guess like we work together now. Damn. My
I'll
mind
go.
was
Oh my
just
god. The first time I met Mildred, mind you, like I had never talked to her before. And then she just FaceTimes me and I answered. And then she's like, oh my God, Sarah, I'm like so nervous. I'm so nervous. The share screen isn't working. And I can't do the presentation. I'm so nervous. Like, what do we do? I was like, girl, baby girl, it's gonna be okay. And I was like, Mildred, I'll just share my screen. She was like, really? And she's like, you can do that. And I was like, yeah, I can do that.
We did that.
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna see you there. And I was like,
wait, was this for a PSU one?
Yes,
yeah,
it was. I hated it.
like that is so funny.
If Anissa's watching this, I'm not even gonna lie.
Now you exposing yourself. Now you about to get fired after this publishes online.
There was a presentation me and Deborah did, and our computers was crashing.
Oh yeah, I was there.
It was horrible. Like it got to a point I just gave up. Like I sat down at that table. I was sitting down watching Deborah like try, and Anissa's texting her like, "Where's Mildred? Is she trying to get back on?" I'm sitting down like, it's in God's hands, honey.
Don't we go to PSU 1 next week, Maleeha, right?
Yeah, we do on Monday.
I can forget about that. But no, my first PSU 1 that I did, it was on my Zoom room. I was the host and I didn't even know. And so when the teacher was like, she was like, oh, can I keep the room or whatever and talk to my students? I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is your room. So like, why are you asking me? Girl, you know what I did? I exited out. I canceled the whole room and I left. And I was like, hey, I think that went well. And then Lisa called, text me talking about you canceled the whole room. And I was like, oh snap.
I think that went well.
I didn't know. I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, send an email to the teacher. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna email her. I was embarrassed.
Wow.
That's so funny. Oscar just always gave me good vibes. Like even like if it was a serious meeting and everyone was dead, answer, Oscar would be like, y'all, like, what are you doing? Like, and I'm like,
I can't give my first impression on Maleeha. I really can't.
Maleeha,
Nice
I thought
person.
she was so much more, like she was so much better at jumping in than me. Like I did not.
Oh yes.
Single time. I feel like you jumped in really well.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think you adapted so well.
And I would always laugh because during every presentation, like I remember I did it during the open house and then all my PSU1 presentations, she'd always make us like say something about ODEI and I wouldn't know what to say. So I'd be like, you know, like here at ODEI, we're like a family. And then I was just like laughing to myself because I knew damn well all my coworkers were staring at me like a crackhead, like, go where? Like you won't even open your mouth and talk to us. And I'm like,
I'm cracking up.
Funny.
Okay, Maleeha, you go now. I mean, you only been here for like a month.
Yeah. Okay. So Sarah's the only person I actually met in person because, you know, we on Mondays we work together. But yeah, my first impression of Sarah was that she's very like kind and like, I don't know, like when I first saw her, like she hugs me obviously. So I was like, oh, well, she's, you know, kind. And she does seem very responsible. So, and very chill. And well, Oscar and Mildred, I haven't met y'all, but like, well, Oscar, you seem very like cool and like you keep like the group fun. Like I knew from the start you were like a book fan, like you loved reading and
Yeah,
stuff
because
like
of my
that.
bookshelf.
Yeah, because of the bookshelf and I don't know, you just seem like artsy
I
and
kinda got
fun
dark.
like that.
The first time you said like, I think it was the meeting, and then they were like, say something about yourself, and you were like, I like reading. I thought you meant like regular reading, but you're like reader.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in.
I'm
I
a
go in
scholar,
my books.
like.
Yep, I go in my books.
Okay, and yeah, Mildred, I haven't met you, but you seem very like nice, and I feel like you know if we met like in person, we would have like you know clicked. Cause I also am like a people person, and I kind of like click with everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like y'all carry that same vibe of like chill, like you know, like just go with the flow. Because Mildred's very like that. She says like, I'm just gonna go with this flow.
Very much.
And
What's y'all
funny,
zodiac signs?
What'd you say?
What's y'all
Zodiac.
zodiac signs?
I'm
I'm
a
a
Pisces.
Scorpio.
Aries. Her birthday's on Monday.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Habiba's birthday today. Happy birthday, Habiba! If you see
Happy
that.
birthday,
Happy birthday,
Habiba.
Habiba. Hey, oh my God, oh yeah, you did tell me that it was your birthday on Monday. You about to do this PSU1 and everything. Oh, no, I can never.
Oh, good.
I can never.
Pisces.
I
Aries.
feel like last Tuesday, because I'd only come to campus on Tuesdays, and it was everyone who was new working, and so nobody talked to anybody.
Oh my God.
And I felt intimidated by everyone just because, like, Victoria was new, but she knew Maria already because they went to high school together. Like Lath was new, but like he went to the Chesapeake, and like I felt like everybody already
know.
Yeah, we already knew Leave.
Yeah, I was like, so I'm just not gonna open my mouth. I'm just gonna sit here and smile, like creepy.
Nihal was definitely new though. Nihal was a new one.
Oh, but he didn't tell.
Who? Leave?
Nihal.
No,
Wait, what?
no, Neil didn't.
Nihal, our ex co-worker. He said who? What?
What?
You don't know who he
Cut
is?
that out.
Oh, you asking me? I thought it was
Cut
having
that part
conversation
out.
between y'all. Oh yeah, I remember Nihao. But that's so interesting because I worked like on Mondays, right? On Mondays with Mildred and Deborah and Leif in the morning. So we already knew each other. So we was having a good kiki. I didn't know that it was like that type of vibe though on like Tuesdays.
Yeah. Like if I compare it to Wednesdays now, like Wednesdays, like the vibes are so immaculate.
Yeah, because I'm there.
No, I really do look forward to coming to campus on Wednesdays. Like
Me getting there late when I'm supposed to be there at 9. I get there at 10, y'all. I mean, I'll be working because I do the social media. So I'll be planning my social media stuff in the Uber while I'm getting there to the school. So don't be judging me.
look at him trying to explain himself.
He's still paying for Uber to get
Don't play me. No, don't play me. All right. So should we get into this like conversation? All right. So today our topic of conversation. Remember, this is not scripted, y'all. We just chose the topic and we're going to talk about it. So this is what we about to do every week, you know, have a few ODEI ambassadors and just talk about one topic. And you see how random we are? Yeah, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be a cute vibe. So, yo, my mom is like really loud in this house today. I don't know what's wrong with her. But our topic this week is going to be COVID. And I know like everybody's tired of hearing about COVID, but I thought we, you know, like we should talk about life before COVID. Yeah, that's our topic. Life before COVID. And I don't know, should we also talk about how life is now during
Yeah.
COVID? And like
Yeah, we could do
also,
that.
Before,
yeah,
before and
okay.
after.
So who wanna start off the conversation?
I can go.
I feel like Sarah, Sarah has a lot to say. Go ahead, Sarah.
Like me personally, I was working at a nursing home as a dietary aide, and that was a mess. That nursing home was the ratchetest nursing home like I've ever worked at.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna name names, but like right now it's under investigation.
Oh.
Like it was just a mess. Nobody gave a crap. Like the nurses, the RNAs, like nobody. I just have so many like I burned myself working there like 3 times.
Well, you used to cook or something?
I just like serve the food, but initially, like there's like hot plates that they like heat up to a certain degree. So like this, they put it under the food so it stays warm.
Uh-huh.
And like I have to make them, and like they were not telling me that there's a suction cup, and so I was thinking like like I was burning myself like 10 times, and she's like, there's a suction cup after I have burn marks all over me. I'm like, thank you, no, thank you, Mother Teresa, for the great advice now. Like, okay. Yeah, I was working in a dementia ward. So
Wait.
I don't know, there's so many stories. Like, I remember there was this one resident. He was on his like 4th fruit cup. So I had to take it away from him because that man had diabetes and I didn't want him to die.
Oh,
So
why were you getting more than fruit cups?
He was taking them.
What do you have, like a car or something?
I was in the dining room trying to clean up, and this man was trying to get back.
What fruit cup?
Yeah,
Not the fruit cups. Oh, I hated fruit cups.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to take this. And he was like, he made a face, and then he took a butter knife out of his sock and tried to stab me. Like this man tried chasing me with his butter knife he stole from breakfast. Like it wasn't like a high speed chase, obviously, because he could barely. But like, I'm like, damn.
Over a fruit
When I
cup?
wasn't working on dementia ward, like when it was like regular floors,
Yo.
those residents got so crank.
Yo.
What?
Imagine the news the day after resident assistant gets stabbed with a butter knife because of a fruit cup. Yeah.
I'm done. But like they were just so crappy. Like, baby girl, I'm hungry too, but like relax. Like I remember once she was chocolate ice cream, and then after one of the residents asked for it, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, like we ran out. She was like, guess you're not going home then today because I'm not leaving here until I get my chocolate ice cream. I'm like, damn, like take it down 3 notches because oh, and then I had to go all the way down to like the supply closet fridge, and I have to ask my manager to like help me look for extra chocolate ice cream. And it was just a mess. I hated working there.
You have the patience.
Yeah, I don't know. I could never.
I'm not going home. I would whisper in her ear, "Who's gonna stop me?"
I'm cracking up. No, I know I could never because, like, if you think about it, those people in there, like the nursing homes, they don't want to be there.
I know it's so sad actually.
So, like, working in a place like that, I would never.
No, it means like I would never work there.
Was it good money though?
Was it what?
Good money, like working there.
It was.
Oh, it was $9? No, girl.
For all of that, no.
For all of that, no. All right, who want to go next?
I'll go. We talking about life before COVID?
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess we could like include like the campus stuff because this is like a Penn State Abington like podcast type of thing. I mean, yeah.
Well, I wasn't even gonna go to college to be honest. But
yeah, because that was last semester was your first semester, right?
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
Yeah, last semester was my first semester.
Oh, really?
No, not last semester. Last
year.
Girl, say what you mean? Like I don't know what you're talking about right now.
She on her phone. That's why.
No.
Oh, she crocheting. What?
She's really talented. Show them one of your sweaters.
Later.
Did you just start during quarantine, or you just?
No, she used to crochet all the time.
But went to Penn State. I knew some people.
Not only crochet. Look at the artwork in the bag. She's a very talented.
She's an artist, mama.
Mildred has talent.
Okay, we're not about to. But I knew some people from my high school that went to Penn State Abington, and yeah, and I met Deborah in biology. What are you smiling for?
My mom just walked in the room, y'all.
I met Deborah and this girl Yelena, who also used to be in ODEI in biology, and we all fell in together. I was friends with this girl named Madison, and
What's her last name?
Madison Henry.
Damn, you gonna put her government out here?
Oh, I think I met a Madison in psychology class.
She black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Madison, we love you.
I think that's her.
And we was all in bio. We all fell, and we like, yo, we gotta come together. So that's when that became a thing. And Deborah was like, can you come to my job? Which was ODEI. And she was like, can you come to the office? Like, and I never ever listened to her until one day I walked past, I just walked in. And
Who was in there?
I think like Tahara, Sienna, and
Damn.
Riley, I think. And don't want to forget her name. I don't forget her name. Niari.
Oh yeah. Damn, I almost forgot about her.
Yes. And yeah, and I started to just be in all day all the time with Ruth and stuff. And then yeah, Amanda and Deja came into the clique.
Mm-hmm. I
And
brought
then
them in. Did I brought them in? No, I didn't bring them in.
they came in by themselves.
No, because I used to have a class with them, and they came in that January, and they went in January, and then everybody should start clicking with each other. Yeah, the vibes were popping.
I don't remember the time span, but like I remember we all started getting really close on ODEI, like really close. And then we went on the retreat in February, and I'm thinking like, how much closer can we get on this trip? We all know each other. But then after that trip, we all got really, really close. And then COVID happened. Like right after that trip. Pretty sure Amanda had COVID on that trip. We're not even gonna talk about it. But yeah, that was kind of that.
That's good.
Yeah, it was the good vibes. I think I could go now. And then you go last, Maleeha.
Okay.
Because like everything she said goes off of what I was about to say. So like before COVID, I was working all day, and yeah, the vibes like in that when 2020 started, we're popping. I got more close with Mildred, but I knew that Mildred because of the fall semester. And then January, and then the retreat, it was lit. We got really close to the retreat. It was an experience in itself.
Yeah, I don't cry in front of people, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of people was crying. Yeah, and Mildred was crying too. But it was an experience, it was a good vibe. Like we really connected to a different level. And then we went off to like spring break and what's it called?
Spring COVID.
Yeah, spring break. And then in that, like in the middle of spring break, I remember it was like a Wednesday. They sent the emails like, no, campus is closed. You can't come back until like the semester is over. And I was happy. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy. I was like, okay, like class is about to be online now. I could wake up at whatever time I want. And it was a vibe. Like I was really feeling it. And I started reading a lot. Like I don't know why, but I think I was just reading a lot to like escape like the anxiety that I was getting because of COVID and like the world, like this pause that like took over. Like I think about that time, like when COVID hit and everything was shut down, like it was just crazy. Yeah. Like the way everything stopped, you couldn't go out. Everybody was afraid. Like it was like a zombie zone out here in these streets. Like compared to now, people will go outside and do whatever because they're used to COVID. Yeah. But when it went down, it was just very lonely. And I think I turned to books more than I was used to because I was just trying to fill that void, like that loneliness. And then I got COVID like 2 weeks later. Yeah.
Before Maleeha goes, well, after she goes, we have a thought so we can go into the next because like I know like a topic is going to be mental health probably in the next one maybe, but I'll go into it after Maleeha goes. So
all right, you go, Maleeha.
Yes. We're not talking about after.
We are. I'm going to say it.
And you know, Maleeha, you started your year in last semester, right?
Yeah, last semester.
Oh, and you also graduated from high school
Uh-huh.
in the spring. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us about that. Go ahead, go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead.
So basically, before COVID, I was in high school, a senior actually. And my 4 years of high school, the experience was great. I loved high school, and everything was good. Like we were getting ready for like our senior portraits and prom and just like everything. And no one knew that like this would happen. And then out of nowhere, boom, it happens. But anyways, besides that, we were all excited that we were gonna graduate and this and that. My high school was very like I don't know how to explain it. Like everyone was very like, well, the seniors at least, they were very, very hype. And yeah, like with prom and all that, like we were all very excited. And then like I was gonna ask this boy out that I really liked.
Oh,
Okay,
And
see.
I didn't even get the chance to do that, so that was so sad.
mm.
And
Girl, what you waiting for doing now?
no,
Right now on the podcast.
Next
so
week we invite him to the podcast.
but yeah, I didn't get the chance to do that. Thankfully, I didn't buy my prom dress or anything yet, though.
Yeah, I know a lot of people did. I was like,
Yeah, I know a few of my friends that did, and they were very like expensive dresses, so I feel bad for them. But I think like some of them sold it or something, so I guess that's
Mm.
Oh,
good.
she was stolen.
But yeah,
Oh no. And hold up. So like they completely canceled prom then. Like they didn't have like
yeah,
a virtual
everything got
one or
canceled. It
nothing?
was it was virtual, but like I mean, no one really showed up to that. It was
Oh,
pretty whack. I mean, they tried their best, so I guess
yeah.
like that's good. I mean, when everything was like starting to close down, I was kind of happy to get that like because at first it was like, oh, we're gonna take a 2 week break, and at first I was like happy because I didn't want to do my senior project, and it was like kind
Oh
of
yeah.
stressful throughout that time because we had to finish all that, and I didn't want to present in front of like the whole academy leaders and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, the whole semester is going to be closed and we're going to graduate online. And then, like, I was so sad. Like, I'm a Pisces, so I'm emotional, so I cried and whatnot. But
Okay.
yeah, I was really upset.
No, I can't even imagine. What about graduation? Was that virtual too?
Yeah, that was virtual also, and
Yeah.
barely anyone showed up to it.
Because go
Wow.
ahead.
Yeah, barely anyone showed up to it. And I
Mm.
mean, some people did. And like with the staff members and stuff, we kind of had like a talk and kind of like similar to like this. And like we moved our tassel thing. And yeah, but it was very like not what you would expect at all. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, because I remember like during that time, like I was seeing all them graduation videos, and I know that like some schools had like a drive-through type of graduation stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh-huh.
know if you guys had that.
No, we didn't have that. I went to
Mm.
Lincoln High School and it was kind of, whack.
Oh
So they
yeah.
didn't.
now your social security number too. What
Um,
is you guys is? I know the school's district of Philadelphia, I think. Well,
what, Lincoln?
I don't know if it was well, yeah, that's under there, but they just stopped grading assignments at one point, like when COVID first hit.
Mm.
Everyone's grades were just like
What in Lincoln?
no, just like all the high schools in
Oh, all the high schools. Oh yeah. I mean, and so how did that work? Like you for high school, like you met like in Zoom for classes then, or like
Yeah,
it
no,
was like
it was
completely
actually
stopped?
Google Hangout and on
Oh,
it's kind of
Mm.
like Zoom and we would like have classes then. And I mean some teachers it would kind of be like asynchronous. They would just post the work on Google Classroom and we would like complete that. And other teachers, well most teachers wanted us to actually have like a Google Hangout and like kind of like meet so it's like more structured, I guess you would say. So yeah.
oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
because I was always curious. I'm like, I know college, like the university, all the universities, like really like had this like seamless. Well, not, it wasn't really seamless, but they had like that good transition of like, okay,
Yeah.
let's just have classes in like Zoom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew about Zoom because I had an interview in Zoom in December, so I was just like, oh yeah, I'm already familiar with Zoom. But I was curious about high schools and like middle schools and how they had like their classes because I know they a little messy.
Yeah, I'm really curious about like elementary school kids and middle school
Yeah.
kids. Like
And I
I don't
have
know how
cousins, but
they
I never asked them. They don't never want to sit down and talk, but that's a them problem.
That's cool.
Hold on, Maleeha. But so like you, I know like a lot of kids didn't apply to college. I mean, they did apply to college, but they didn't do their first semester or even their second semester because it's like this whole like COVID um 19 stuff. And it was like, no, it's not really the college experience. But I want to ask you like what made you still like come here and like trying to get some experience out of it, I guess.
Um, so basically, like, what do you mean by that? Like, why I came like to Penn State or?
I mean, like, like a lot of people, a lot of like students, I know I'm
Mhm.
taking this one class with this one boy, and he was telling me that no, this is his first semester, like this spring semester, because
Mhm.
he was like, I got accepted, but I didn't go to my first semester because COVID.
Oh,
And I was trying to get the college experience, but COVID really like stopped it.
mhm.
So like, I don't know, I
Okay,
guess
I get
like,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
like
lot of
for
people.
me, I wasn't gonna let COVID stop my college experience, like I
Mm.
wasn't gonna take a break just because of COVID. And I also wanted to kind of graduate on time. So then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to like take my classes. It might even be easier online, which it kind of is, so thank God. And then like I wanted to be more like involved in campus, come in and stuff like that. So I joined like a bunch of clubs. And I also like, I found out about ODEI from Samira. I think she
Tamara, oh
worked.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I found out about ODEI from her, and then I was like, you know what, this seems very interesting and something I'd actually like to do. And so then
Mm.
I think I emailed Miss Anissa. No, actually I first met her and I told her about it, and she was like, oh, it's like full right now, the team is full. So then she told me to email her and let her know during the semester. And then that's what I did in the beginning of the semester. I emailed her and I was like, oh, like I'm still interested in this position. Do you have any like open spots available? And then like a couple of days later, she reached out to me, and like the hiring process and all that was super simple. And yeah, I just became a
Hey,
part of
You
the
guys have an
team.
interview process?
Consistency.
Did
what
nobody ask
happened?
the interview process thing?
Oh no, I didn't have an interview.
Did you, Oscar?
I had it because Anisha did reach out to me. I didn't know. It was like my junior year. I didn't know nothing about O'Day, what O'Day was. Actually, I heard about O'Day because like my first 2 year of college, I didn't get involved at all. I was at school though. Like I used to be in the cafeteria. I used to be known as that loud kid in the cafeteria, but I never got involved or nothing like that. I used to go to the events though because of the free pizza. Trust and believe.
No.
Uh,
Free pizza.
the free pizza was it. So then in my junior year, I had to say, I'm like, damn, I should get more involved because I need to improve my resume or whatever. So I decided to get involved. I became the president of the Latinx student organization. And then that's how I came across O'Day, because Anissa sent me an email. She was like, hey, um, I'm yeah, I'm trying to get more students to be involved. Why is mama? Yo. Shh. But hold up. So yeah, she sent me an email and she was like, I want to get more representation in my team, I think, and I want to interview you. And she interviewed me, and I didn't know nothing about interviewing, y'all. I was so nervous. I didn't know she was about to ask me all these questions, like, tell me about yourself. I was just like, I was shaking, y'all. I really
What?
was. I remember telling her, she was like, tell me about yourself. I was like, well, people consider me like a good person, like I have a good personality, like I'm like the light of the party, and I really am though. Like I wasn't really lying. So then she told me, she was like, "Oh, like I really need somebody like you." I told her about my social media experience, and she was like, "Yeah, I need somebody like that, like an English major to do like a newsletter or something." And then she told me that yeah, I was gonna get hired. And then she told me no, I couldn't get hired because like she couldn't pay no more people. And I was just like, you know what? Like I'm still down to work for a day. Like I volunteer.
So
Like I
sweet.
volunteer. You don't have to pay me. And then that's how like I got hired. I got hired like that next in January,
Mm,
and that was in the fall.
Yeah,
yes,
that's how I was too. Like I didn't care if I got paid or not. Like I just wanted to like be involved, work for the office and stuff like that. But I had the work study thingy, so it was like I guess it
Oh
worked
yeah,
out.
yeah. I mean, like, and that's the thing about like this whole COVID stuff. Like, students think like, oh, it's because of COVID, I'm not really gonna have like that college experience. But I think
Mhm.
like there's still some of that college experience still left to like be
Penn
had
State obviously did
because
a good job of that because unlike other schools, like my best friend goes to Temple.
right.
We like give out a lot of kits and there's always like free stuff, and I'm like,
Yes.
it's so fun. Like
I
I feel
mean, yeah, and it's fun. Like people don't like think like there's nothing out there for them, but there really
Mhm.
is. Like look at
like
Maleeha, we still go to the office. Like even if
Yeah.
it's just one time a week, we still have like still that bonding and making friends. And I think like a lot of people like no, I'm not gonna go to college. I'm just gonna go to my classes and that's it. When
Making
there's
it
just
more
some of
than
that
that.
experience to be made, like get involved. Like you will
Mhm.
actually find that at least something, you know what I'm saying, for you.
Exactly. Like I really like Abington so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
have to.
mean, it's not the same as like, like we was in regular campus, but I mean, there's still some stuff left, and I feel
Yeah,
like
like
you'll find your community either way.
mhm.
Um,
Very
but
I have to leave the nursing home job just because like there was like a peak in COVID in there, and they wouldn't let
where?
then like in the nursing home, like all the residents started getting COVID, and I was like,
In Lionsgate?
no, the nursing home.
Where she
And
worked.
oh,
Yeah,
mm,
And
and then
like,
I was like, yeah, they wouldn't let me take off, so I was like, okay, I gotta go. Sorry about it. And then so I was like, oh, now I'm broke, and that's when I started looking for a job, and it was just so different because I was on that, that site where we get people to join ODEI as a club and sister.
oh, engaged?
Braz,
Uh,
Oh, Brazen?
Braze. I don't know what it's
Brazen?
called.
yeah, honey, we
You know what
know.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's that
about.
thing we were doing a few weeks back.
Yeah. What we're doing.
We had the career fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that.
on there, and then yeah, I applied for a bunch of jobs here. Like I did line productions, a bunch of different things.
Same. Uh-huh.
That was just a mess. Like mind you, so I went on the virtual booth with her, and then I was like, hi. She's like, there. We talked about it. She's like, okay, let's jump on Zoom. I was like, okay, and I was like, how do I get on Zoom? Mind you, like all over my resume, it was like advanced in technology and stuff like that. And she was like, right. So you're just gonna want to press the accept button. And I was like, right. And then I was like, where the hell is the accept button? I just stared at my computer and she was like, are you joining? And I was like,
Are you joining?
yeah. Anyway,
Wait, when was this?
huh?
When was this?
August. Anyway, ended up being a problem with their website, not me. And then I hopped on Zoom with Anissa, and then we did like a small little interview. She was like, "Why do you look familiar?" It was because Harsh came in to talk about ODEI in my freshman seminar class, and he was
Mm.
like, yeah, "ODEI is just like this room, and there's like free food in there." And I was like, "Free food?"
The free coffee.
Yeah, he said there's free coffee. So I would literally like sneak into the office sometimes. Not like sneak in. I would just come in and then I would like grab some free coffee.
Yeah, I know you from my like working in O'Dane doing events, because I used to see you like passing the like the cafeteria or whatever with you, like you had 2 friends, I think it was. I used to walk past.
That just make it seem like I have no friends.
No, you had like 2 friends.
It was.
They used to pass by. You used to always take my flyers. So like I knew you from then, and also used to come into O'Day sometimes. So
Yeah, she's like, you look familiar. I was like, do I? 'Cause I was not about to tell her like I was always just coming in to take food.
yeah, because right now it's your sophomore year, right?
Huh?
Right now it's your sophomore year, right?
But anyways, for my next topic, someone said something. I think Oscar said something about like being inside or something like that. I just want to talk about like how everyone mental health was in the beginning, because in the beginning, I don't know about y'all. I think Oscar said it, but I was so happy. Like I was doing so good. I was working out every day. Like I felt like I was home. I had all this time to myself. But then this week, it was this random day, y'all. I was chilling in my room and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I know it sounds so crazy, but I just felt like I couldn't breathe. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going crazy. But then I really felt like I could not breathe. And then I went into my brother's room and I'm like, yo, like, I don't think I'm breathing. And he's like laughing. He's just like, what are you talking about? I was just like, can we go outside? And then I'm sitting outside. I still felt like I couldn't breathe. Like, I don't know. And then my mom was just like, girl, you're having an anxiety attack or something like that. She was just like, you never been in a house for this long. Like, you never ever been in a house for like 2 weeks straight. Like you're going through it. But I didn't feel like I was going through it.
Right.
And yeah, that's when that's kind of, I was going crazy low key, because I was in the house every day. I never got no sun. Like, yeah, but that was my experience for like the first 2 weeks. So what was y'all's?
Well, I low-key can't relate to that. I could. Um, like I was like so happy. Like I said, I was so happy. I'm like, yes, like this is about to be it. All my grades went up like out of
Mm-hmm.
nowhere, because I was like, I didn't have nothing to do. So I'm like, okay, I could do all my work. And the thing about O'Day is that O'Day when we was in person, like it was such a good community that you had in O'Day. There sometimes you'd be like, I don't want to go to class because I want to stay here
Yes.
in
Oh, yeah.
O'Day. It's like I will miss class and stay in O'Day for like a few days, like all the time. So my grades were like in B's. Um, and like some of my work, I would leave it off to the last minute, like 2 hours before it was due. And I would like crunch time and do these essays like in those 2 hours in all day while people was talking and I was talking. So my grades were horrible. And then during the pandemic, I got all my grades up to A's. So I was high, like really hype. But then I think I didn't fall down to that depression or whatever, or like that. Like I felt lonely because I didn't have like my people around me and my community that I've made in Penn State. Like I used to go to Penn State at 8 a.m. every day and
Mm,
stay until like 6:20 p.m.
Me later
I
than
will
that.
stay all that time in
Uh,
Penn State.
I would leave at 10 p.m. y'all. Like
Yeah.
after they close, me, Ruth, and Jean will go to the library and watch
Oh
movies.
yeah. Yeah. They will stay there
I think I was
at
the opposite
nighttime
the other day.
too.
I asked about you.
Yes.
Gene, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Gene was part of that group too. I mean, like, and that's like the community that you built, like,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like you just felt welcome. Like it was another home, to be honest. And then like when the pandemic hit, like, I was sad and I think it didn't kick in until like a month later when I was just like, damn, I really like I'm not having like that connection with people no more or
Mm.
whatever. I still had all day. We still met virtually, but then it's still, that disconnect. But I really didn't fall in that depression or whatever because I turned to books and like a hobby, I guess. And I stayed reading something that I really like enjoyed. So for real.
Yeah, I think the first month was fine for me. I was like, okay, period, we're off of school, da da da. And then the next week, the next month was my birthday, and then I couldn't do anything. I was okay, I'm gonna go do a photo shoot. I bought an outfit, this and the fourth, yeah. And then it was the first time we went under lockdown, and I was like, okay, this is serious. I feel like if I leave my house, I'm gonna get arrested or something. Like I'm not a.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, should I order a Chick-fil-A? And I'm like, oh my god, does Chick-fil-A have COVID? Like, so
Whoa.
I was like, dang, this is such a sad birthday. Um, but yeah, I think it just got progressively better after like we got off lockdown and then things just started calming down more.
Mm. What about you, Maleeha?
Oh, okay. So I was a little zoned out. Anyways, what's it called? So when COVID first started, I was very like actually happy and relieved because a little stress free, don't have to worry about the senior project and this and that. And it was good. Like I get to wake up whenever I want. And then after like I don't know, 4 weeks, I'm just like, okay, so this is like a for real thing. We don't know when we're gonna go back, this and that.
Mhm.
So, and I have anxiety, so I started getting very like, unhappy and like just not motivated at all. And, everything ended that way through what's it called? Google Hangouts, like Zoom, like graduation and all. And then summer break occurred, and I'm a huge like person who loves to travel and whatnot. And usually every break I'll go somewhere with my family or friends or whatever. And I couldn't even do that. So the 3 months was like horrible, literally like stuck at home, doing really nothing but walking outside. And then like before college started, I was very like nervous and scared. Like I thought I wouldn't make any friends and this and that. And then like college started and classes were like they were actually really good and I really liked my first semester. I did really well and I started like making friends, which was so weird because I didn't expect to make any friends through Zoom and all that, but I guess people were like like people would just find each other on social media, follow each other, and then that's how like
Mhm.
connection started. And like I'm a huge people person, so being like locked down at home and not being able to like connect with people really just made me sad. But then like now I feel like it's kind of like I'm used to it, and it's a good thing because now I learned how to like my own company, I guess you would say.
Mhm.
Like
Mm,
so yeah.
mm. Yeah. And that's interesting too. Like, it's just liking hanging out with yourself.
Yeah.
Cause
Mhm.
that's a vibe, y'all. Like I'm not gonna lie. You just vibe by yourself.
You remember when people were like wearing masks and like people didn't really know about COVID? They were like, oh my god, they're doing too much. And
Mm,
I was like, if you don't wear masks, it's like
in February. Or is that before like when it
yeah,
hit?
people started wearing like January, February, and then they were like, it's crazy.
Yeah. We were having events in I think January.
Oh really?
And
Yeah, we went to a retreat like in February, late
Oh
February.
really?
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
it's just like, I don't know, when COVID first like really started, like lockdown, I was so paranoid.
Yeah.
Outside, I was like putting double mask on, and I stayed that way. Like I stayed that way. Somehow I caught it.
Yeah, because you caught it
Um,
like in December, late December
yes,
or
like
early December,
I
somewhere
just
around
don't
there.
understand how
Yeah, you were taking all this precaution. I just.
not even that, but through that whole time, like I was on campus. If anything, I thought I was gonna like cut that. No, because in O'Day, when we were on campus in the fall, sometimes we took our masks off, you know what I mean? So it would be people coming in and out.
Mhm.
And I thought, like, I don't know, I'm just thinking like this whole time I never caught it through all this, but I caught it in December when I was not even going nowhere.
Where do you think you got
Mhm.
it from?
I have no idea.
I mean, like you was
Not
taking
about
the
the
bus
country.
to go to campus.
When? In December?
Oh no, because we stopped going to campus in
That's
November.
another thing because I'm
Yeah,
bus
no.
everywhere, and but
I
Did
that
you
was
didn't
do?
I wasn't going nowhere. To be honest,
What about Thanksgiving?
no,
Did he
but
have no?
the thing, everyone tested negative. Like, even when I tested positive, y'all, because this is what I still don't understand to this day. When I didn't know I had COVID, I was with my parents the whole entire time
mm,
because what I was literally sleeping in their room. They tested positive.
They
They
tested
never,
positive.
yes, to this day, I was never wearing a mask around them. To this day, they test negative.
Oh, they still testing it. Oh,
Like no one ever tested positive except for me, and I never ever isolated
but
myself.
were you like sick?
Yes, I had a fever the first day, like, but I guess it's a home remedy because
Child.
How long did it last for you?
it was so weird. Exactly a week.
7 days.
Did you lose your taste and smell?
I lost my taste. Like it was so weird. One day I woke up eating a corn muffin and I couldn't taste it.
it's always the corn muffin with you.
I couldn't taste it. I went in my parents' room. I'm like, I'm about to cry because I'm not tasting anything. I just taste the texture. And I'm like, I can't
Why?
taste.
Because
They
you
like,
couldn't get the corn muffin, or just taste anything. Period.
I couldn't
But
taste
was that just for like one day, or like was it like
literally
throughout?
for one day. My dad gave me tea. The next day, suddenly I taste like I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, you
But
definitely had that COVID. Oh, that's so weird though. Like I wonder, like you didn't even go out to like the supermarket or like the corner store.
no, the only place that well actually all right, y'all gonna have to come at me. But I
You
did
went to the club, didn't
no no
you?
no 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 no.
Yeah, you did. You went to the club.
The week before I went to KOP with my cousins, right? No,
What
no,
is
no. This is the
KOP?
thing, though. I had two masks on, y'all. None of my cousins ever got it. I did this like I don't think I got it from the mall. I didn't do anything for me to get it at the mall. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
like, were you wearing gloves?
Shut up. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but then like a week before that, I think I went to church or something. Like I know I didn't catch it from the I don't know. I don't know what I caught it from. I don't know. But I
An
did.
experience.
The worst symptom that it was is like I don't know if you ever heard this, but people say they smell chlorine. And I was
Yeah, I
What?
heard that.
a burning sensation this one day. And I'm telling my mom, I'm like, what does that smell? Like I'm snapping in the house. What does that smell? Mom was like, what are you talking about? Nothing's burning. And that was like I hated that smell. You couldn't get rid of it. Um, I felt like my heart was beating so fast. Like I felt
At
like I couldn't
night?
control the way I breathed. Like it was so weird.
Yeah, I when I had it like, cause I had it like in March. Oh my God, y'all, it's about to be like 2:20. We gotta wrap up, but
Wait, how long has it been?
it's been a while. I think it's about to hit an hour.
A while.
How long is it supposed to be?
An hour?
Oh, I thought we
Oh,
were there for 30 minutes.
Right. It was supposed to be 30 to 40 minutes. But hold up, I'll say this. When I had it, like, because I had COVID in April. Yeah, it was no late March, early April. I had it bad. Like my whole family had it. But we got it because like, I we used to well, my family used to own a store. Um, and then my uncle, he owns a restaurant. And we did all the precautions or whatever. We had like a little screen protector in like the front, or whatever. We was trying to protect ourselves. But like I think like as I said it like before, it was really unavoidable for us because we was out here in these streets. We had to buy stuff for the store. We had to like go out all the time, and we meet random people all the time. And people was wearing masks. Some people were wearing masks, but some others they was just coming in the store without a mask or whatever. They was just come in. So it was really unavoidable for us. But I think my uncle got it first, and then his he came to my house. It was my dad's birthday, and nobody in my house had it yet. Well, we don't think so. And he came to my house, and he knew he was sick. He got his test, but he didn't get the results back because the test back then used to take like 7 days to get to you, the
Yes.
results. So he came to my house for my to say happy birthday to my dad. He had gloves on, he had his mask, but he was around us.
He said, "Happy birthday, yours COVID."
Yeah, and so he knew he was sick. Like he knew, but he didn't get the results yet. But he knew, and so like the next day, my mom got sick, and then after my mom got sick, then my sister, then me, and then my brother-in-law, and it was just like, damn, this guy brought
I
this
did
shit
it.
here. So yeah, but it was bad. Like I can relate to that feeling of like it was a very I don't know like in
Did
the
you feel
moment when everything was like keep going up, like the numbers was going up because that was like late March and like early April, and everything was like serious lockdown.
Yeah.
I was getting like huge anxiety
Yeah.
at night, especially like you just didn't know. I didn't know if I was gonna wake up next morning. Like people was just
Yes.
dying, and I was on Twitter, and it was just like people dying all the time. I'm like, damn, tomorrow I'm not even gonna wake up because my
My
chest was
dad was
hurting.
scaring me, y'all. I had
And
chest pains first
yeah, I
day.
had chest pains,
My dad was
and
like, "You could be having a heart attack." I'm like, "Don't say that to me.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
say
So
that to
like
me."
it was serious, like, and I was just like, damn, like this is like a different experience. It's like literally an out body experience for me.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah,
And I
that's
know
it.
people be using that. Oh, you young, you gonna survive. You know, I understand that. We have a huge one up, but like, no one knows how this can affect your body. Like,
Right.
they're still finding out stuff about this.
Mhm.
So no one knows long term symptoms. Like, I still be getting out of breath, sitting down and getting.
Yeah.
And have you had that before? Like you would get out of breath?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I joined Students Run. You know what Students Run is?
Yeah. I used to be part of it. I was
Yes.
just telling Sarah about this on Wednesday. I think that's who that I ran a marathon.
Yes,
Yeah.
I still got my medals.
Yeah, I don't know where my medals are. You ran the whole marathon, Mildred?
Yes.
I didn't. No, I couldn't run the whole marathon because I was too young. I was like 13.
oh.
I was like 12, and you had to be like 13, so I ran the half. Yeah, and then did you do the Broad Street
Oh no
run?
no no! I did the 13 point whatever. I
Oh,
did the
okay.
Broad Street.
So you did the half then. Yeah.
Broad
One
Street.
day I'll run the full marathon. It's an experience. Like I would recommend like doing a marathon is fun. Look at her with all those books.
This is my brother room.
Hey, you're about to be
Look, I still got this
reading.
one.
That's the Broad Street, right?
Oh,
No no
another
no!
bell.
This is the half.
That's the half. Oh, that medal is cute. Mine are not that cute.
This was the
That's the Broad Street.
this was the 8K.
I don't remember no 8K. You
This
did
was
5K
the
though.
finisher, and
Hey,
this was Broad Street.
all right. I did Broad Street twice. Yeah.
I only did it once. I wish I did it twice.
Yeah, the second time I
But
did it in an hour and a half. It's 10 miles, y'all. 10 miles in an hour and a half. No, you see, I
hour
really
and a
did that.
half.
I really did that.
Yeah, I took like 2 hours and a half.
You was
Like,
walking.
yes. After a
Hmm.
while, child, listen, it's no joke.
It is
And them
not.
porta potties, y'all,
Oh yeah, the porta potties.
let me tell you, one time I was doing a race, I'm like, I gotta use it. I didn't care about porta potties. I'm like, you know what? Hold my nose. This porta potty had shit on the walls. Excuse
I'd
my.
rather pee on the grass in trees.
It
than
had poop on the walls, y'all. Like
on
I'm
the
in there,
raggedy.
like, I'm screaming. Like
About that.
I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit. But
No,
it's
but
really fun.
it's fun. Like I recommend a marathon or like a run to anybody, to be honest. All
Yeah.
right.
And they used to throw their clothes on the floor. I used to pick it up.
Oh yeah, for the marathon because it was so cold. Like during the because like the marathon they hold it down in like November, so it's like so cold.
Mm,
And you have to be there like at 5 a.m. or something because the race
yeah.
starts at 8
Tired.
or something around there.
And they get hot. People be taking their clothes off. I'll be
Yeah, and
picking
people
up.
you
That's a nice
like
hoodie.
It used to be like that North Face though. Like people would take
Yes, these
throw
white
it.
people, they will drop their clothes. Like, I don't care how hot I am, taking it off, holding it.
No, I took a crusty ass like windbreaker with me. And then I
Yes.
threw it. I was like, yeah, because like they told us it was like make sure you take like an old sweater or something so you could throw it because you're gonna get hot. Like a mile in, you're gonna get hot.
Yes.
Even though it's like freezing, but you're gonna get hot. So you're not gonna be running with no
Really
jacket in your hand.
prime time for me.
Mm,
It was really
uh,
fun.
yeah, it's fun. I recommend it. I want to do like the full marathon one time though, but you have to train for that. All right. I think just to end it off like in a positive note, I guess, because we gotta wrap up. I wish we could be here forever. But this was fun, right?
Yeah, this was very fun.
Right?
Next week we'll have more people. Is Life's
Mhm.
coming, right?
The
Life's
Lave
in
is
Puerto
coming,
Rico.
Victoria and Maleeha, you can still come if you want,
Okay.
it'll be a cute
We'll
kiki.
get out of the shower by then.
It's
Maybe
every
Deborah
Friday.
could get out the shower or whatever.
Yes, every
Um,
Friday, uploads every Monday, and tell your friends. Thank you
Thank you
for
for
overtime
overtiming with
Overtime with
O'Day.
today.
ODEI. Bye. See y'all next week. Ew.